Hello guys, how's it going? Today in this video I want to talk about why you're not getting any sales in your Amazon business, because I get a lot of messages all the time saying I'm not getting any sales, don't know why this is happening, I don't know why this is happening, and they send me their listing, they send me this, they send me that, and it's very easy and like quite quick to see why someone isn't getting sales. So I just want to go through a few of those points in this video today, so maybe it can help you. If you're not getting any sales for your product on Amazon, you can look at these and think, okay, actually I'm experiencing that, my listing does do that, my product does do this, that might be why I'm not getting that many sales. So this is going to be a very key topic today, because like I said, I get so many messages about it that it's actually a really easy fix, and a lot of it comes down to the person selling the product. So a lot of it will come down to you if you're not actually getting any sales. So very important video. But before we get started, of course, if you could go down and click the subscribe button and the bell notification and give the video a thumbs up if you enjoy it at the end, that would be greatly appreciated. But without any further ado, let's get into the video. So you found a product, you've got it to Amazon, you've launched it, it's on the first page, amazing, but you're not making any sales. What is the biggest thing and the biggest reason I see people not making sales who don't understand why they're not selling? They don't understand what they're doing wrong, they don't understand what's going on. These people are doing one thing, they are lying to themselves, okay? For the most part, there are obviously other reasons why your product might be selling. If you haven't got a good product, it's not going to sell. If it's not on the first page for the main keywords, it's not going to sell. But these are kind of obvious things that you know your product isn't going to sell if you haven't got these things. But the thing that I see a lot of people doing when their product doesn't sell is lying to themselves. A lot of people have to take an honest look at their listing and at their product and ask themselves a few questions. So when you're looking at your product on Amazon, is your listing the best it can be? Do you look through the first page of your main keyword and see your listing and think, do you know what? Every single person here, my listing is by far the best. My pictures are better than everyone. My listing optimization is better than everybody. Can you honestly say that when you look through the first page, yours is hands down the best? And the last tip on this slide actually goes through how to test that in a real world situation. So definitely stick around till the end for that. But can you honestly look at the first page and say yours is the best? I get a lot of messages saying I'm not making any sales. They send me a link to their product and their images aren't very good. The title isn't filled out. The bullets aren't complete. The description isn't laid out in HTML text form. And look at their competitors. They've got lifestyle images. They've got images on a white background. They've got images of it in use. They've got just all these different pictures, all the different titles. They've got emojis, HTML code. They've got all this stuff. Their listing's amazing. And I'm thinking, you're competing with 10 people with amazing listings, and your listing's there looking like this, and you're wondering why you don't have any sales. Just stop lying to yourself. If you haven't invested the money in your listing and you're wondering why you're not making any sales, the only person to look at is yourself and your listing and think, why am I not making any sales? Well, the thing that I am selling my product on, the only thing customers have to base a decision on, my listing, is shit, and I'm wondering why I don't have any sales. Well, Jesus Christ, I have no idea why you're not making any sales. Just look at your listing. It's like, I really don't understand when people come to that one. So, is your product the best? I see a lot of people selling a product and every single other product has a certain feature. The market's kind of shifted to say for example, if everyone is using a sucker thing for the bathroom and you're selling that product without a sucker and you're selling it for the exact same price, so it goes on the side, sticks to the wall or something, your sucker hasn't got the new feature everyone else has moved to, then your product isn't the best. Why would someone go for your product over someone else's when the entire market is obviously shifted? It starts off with one person being just kind of clever and bringing in this feature, but slowly every single person launches that product, and that's a good feature, I'll include it, then this person will include it, and before long every person will have that new feature and it'll become common. But if you haven't got that, you haven't got the best product, why would someone go for your product over someone else's? So you need to look at what you're doing. Is your product the best? Is your listing the best it can possibly be? Is your product good value for money? So I had someone message me the other day, I'm not going to say what their product was, but they was selling a product in a pack of like 4 or 6 or something like that, and they was charging more than people selling the exact same product. There was no difference in it, and they were selling their product in packs of 10s and 12s. So for the exact same price, the person can get double the amount. Why? I don't understand how you don't see why you're not getting sales. The entire first page of people are selling these in packs of 10s and 12s for around £15, and you're selling yours in a pack of 4 and 6 for the exact same money. You haven't got a differentiating factor. You haven't got a bundle or anything like that, your listing is on par with everyone else, it's good, but why would someone pay the same amount of money for half the product? It doesn't make sense. So is your product good value for money? These are all things you need to be asking yourself when you're not getting any sales. So do you have good reviews? Do you have a good number of reviews, and are they basically of good quality? Do they have loads of 5 stars and things like that? Because this is also a key point. If you're sitting there wondering why you have no sales and your average rating is a 3.5 and you've got loads of negative reviews, it does not take a genius to realise why you're not getting that many sales. And it may sound like common sense, but you'd be surprised how many messages I get every single day. People saying, I'm not getting any sales. Look at the listing. The listing's terrible. They're overpriced. The product isn't very good. And they've got 2 reviews and one of them's a 3-star, one of them's a 4-star. It's like, are you actually asking me this question, or do you already know the issue? You just want me to confirm that it is because your product's bad, your listing's bad, you haven't got any reviews? Because when people ask me these questions, I'm completely blunt about it. If their listing is terrible, I'll put it straight to them and say, I'm being honest with you, your listing is terrible. If you want to change it and get sales, this is what you need to do. Because there's no point in sugarcoating things, basically sugarcoating things to people. So can you honestly say that you would buy your product over someone else's? If you were to scroll through the first page of the main keyword, or the main top 3 keywords even, for your product, wait for the top page of each of those keywords, can you honestly say you would stop at your listing and pick yours over any other one of your competitors? If you can't honestly say that your listing is definitely better than the others, your product is definitely better than the others, your value for money is higher than everyone else's. If you cannot honestly tick every one of these boxes completely honestly, guys, you really have to be honest with yourself. You can't be objective with looking at, you have to be almost like a third party looking at your own listing. Can you honestly say yours is the best? And a great way to test this with people is to use your family and friends. Don't tell them which one your product is. Find a keyword, or if you're not on the first page, no worries, just get everyone's listing and put them on a PowerPoint, put them on a Word doc, get someone to scroll through them and say, which one of these listings is the best? Which one of these listings would you purchase? Don't tell them which product's yours, just ask them which one's the best. This way you can see from a bunch of other people's perspective which images are the best, which titles are the best, why are they the best, why do they prefer this listing over yours, why do they prefer your listing over this listing, and you can start to optimize based on real world data. So if you're never getting, or if you're not getting any sales, you're getting very few sales compared to what you think you was going to get, look at each of these points and honestly ask yourself, is it the best listing, is it the best quality, is it the best product, is it value for money? Ask other people, would they choose your listing? And if you do all those things and there's still yes, then you might have the wrong product. You might have not put it on the right page, you might have launched it and advertised it correctly, but at least it rules out any fault of your own in terms of your listing and your pricing and things like that, because this is really the main reason I see people not getting sales when they message me. So hope this video has helped you guys, and if you're not getting any sales, you can honestly ask yourself these questions and see if they come up yes or no, and if that helps your sales at all by improving these points. If they don't come up as high as you want it to when you ask yourself and show other people the questions that I've given to you on this slide. So as I said, I hope this video has helped you, but before I go, I'd really appreciate it if you hit the subscribe button below and the bell notification, and of course if you've enjoyed the video, again give it a thumbs up and leave a comment below on anything you thought. What's your listing like? Is it the best in your category? And any other reasons why you might not be getting sales that I have missed out on this one basically. But apart from that, I'll see you in the next video.